friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Idea Angel. I offer strategic advice on software and product development on my channel, and this is open for questions from my friends in the community. You can connect with me on LinkedIn or on YouTube, and you can post questions to me on topics related to e-commerce, software development, product development, and I shall be very happy to answer your questions in one of my videos. If you like my videos, you know what to do. You have to click on the subscribe button on my YouTube channel and maybe post some comments on how I can make my subsequent videos better and more informative for you. A small disclaimer that any views or opinions that I will provide in this video are my personal understanding of the subject matter and are in no way related to the organization I am currently employed with. I also advise that you correlate my opinion with other professional opinion in the market before you take any business decisions. Okay, so the next question is from Kamal Kishore, and he asks that can you share your views on starting a new zero cost inventory e-commerce business and how to bootstrap tech platform if founders are non-technical. So there are two questions in this post. One, he's asking about uh, how to start a zero cost inventory model, and the second is that how to bootstrap a tech platform if founders are non-technical. So I'll answer the simpler question first. To bootstrap a tech platform if partners are non-technical, I think there are two options for them: either to go for a commercial off-the-shelf product. They are available in various flavors. You can buy something like Shopify or even Magento subscription. They are now available as a software as a service. So you can just go subscribe, build your own online store. It's pretty much self-service, and then they basically work with some ready-made payment partners and shipping partners, so they can really help you operationalize your business quite fast. And if there is some tech help available to the founders, maybe through friends, or maybe they can pay for some professional services. They can even download some open source software like Magento or there's OpenCart or OffBiz by Apache. They're pretty cool software, and then they can deploy a copy of their own, and then they can start from there. But then that's point onwards, it basically starts requiring tech expertise. So if there is no tech expertise available, then the answer is very simple: go for software as a service, and there are pretty decent options available in the market. Just Google for them. I am not representing any one of them, but what comes to my mind is Shopify, BigCommerce, Magento, PrestaShop. There's so many of them. Just Google and you will find one, and then just go through their features and experiment with them. And generally, most of them are like free to start with and try. So try them out and see which one is actually looking nice to you in terms of functionalities, and then take it from there. The second part of your question is about zero cost inventory business. I think this is a concept which actually practically does not exist. Even if you are sourcing products back to back from your suppliers, you will still end up with some inventory, or at least buffer inventory, with you over a period of time. And if you really want to sort of leap ahead of others in competition, you will eventually get into a situation where you will, as a business, start investing in some of the inventory, because that's the only way you will get access to better pricing and even availability to inventory at some time, because inventory is not perpetually available. Sometimes inventory is not available. So the point is that if you are really looking at literally a zero cost inventory model, to be honest, there exists none in my point of view. In addition to what on this topic of zero commerce, there is another aspect of looking at it. Look, in US there is a concept of drop shipping partners, and At one time, it used to really work well because these dropship partners, what they would do is that you send them an order file and then they will ship the products on your behalf to your customers. And then you will have a settlement cycle which will basically pay them off for all the orders that they have shipped for you. But the problem is that you don't have any control on the quality of how they pack the goods, how they ship the goods, how well they are packed, whether the products are in good quality or not. So effectively what happens is that you are really dependent on a good drop shipper to make sure that your customers get that wow effect when they get the product in their hand. So you really need to work on that ecosystem. And in India, unfortunately, this entire concept of drop shipping partners hasn't taken off that well. So if you are really looking at drop shipping partners to basically power your zero inventory e-commerce business, you will have to literally groom them, and you will have to invest a lot of time and energy in basically making sure that they are able to process the orders in the way you want them to be processed, and then that effectively creates a wow effect for your customers. So I guess net to net, I would not advise you to get into a zero e-commerce model unless you really have a few dropshipping partners who have amazing infrastructure and they're already doing it for somebody else, and their overall process is very streamlined and it's not having a lot of errors. Then maybe, but I mean, you need to really discover this network of your own and see that if really you can build a business on top of it. And then, I mean, also understand is that, I mean, how do you scale it in future? Like if you were to add more categories, or if you were to add more offerings in the same category, then how long those dropship partners will actually be able to support your growing needs, and then at what stage you need to add more partners to fulfill your orders. So even if you look at the examples of Flipkart or Amazon, which are marketplaces, I mean, the the sellers on these marketplaces, most of them started off as dropship partners who used to ship orders as and when they arrived from their own offices or warehouses. But gradually they realized that look, they can't deal with these peaks and troughs in the volumes, and effectively it was consuming a lot of time of theirs as well, which they didn't want to. So effectively what happened was all the good players who had access to good inventory, or who could get good access to the prices, they eventually said that look guys, we are good at sourcing and we are good at supplying the goods to, so why don't we just dump these goods in one of your warehouses, and then you take care of the pack, this entire pick, pack, dispatch and returns and all those things. So I think a zero inventory model, to be honest, really works well if you can actually tie up with a third party logistics service, or maybe have your own logistics service which can take care of this entire pick, pack, dispatch part of the problem. And then you can actually effectively control the entire quality and the experience for the shopper. So if you are really interested in doing something of that sort, then probably the zero cost inventory might start making sense. Hi friends, I hope you liked my video, and I'm sure that if you have watched my video till this point, you may already have some comments, suggestions or ideas for me to make my videos better in future. So I will really appreciate if you can send your comments, put them below on my YouTube video, and give me ideas, give me suggestions on how I can make this more helpful for people like yourself or anybody else in your network. And I will definitely, work on all your comments and suggestions. And of course, questions are more than welcome. So if you have more questions on this topic or any other topic, please do send your questions. And if I am able to answer myself, I will try to answer. Otherwise, I will try to rope in someone else from my network who can answer these questions for you. And hopefully, we will try to address some of the concerns or questions or queries that you have in your mind. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please click on the bell icon and subscribe, so that whenever I post a new video, you get an alert and then you can watch my latest video. And thank you very much for staying with me so far, and I wish you all the best and stay in touch. Thank you.